Hey, 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 it's your girl Brittany Rains. I am here in my midday, or I guess afternoon, live. It's Friday. I'm excited. It's been a long week. This week I hadn't felt the best, but I am glad that I am feeling a little bit better. Still got some stuff going on, but happy nonetheless that it's Friday. And I wanted to talk about, well, first, thank you to everybody that has been tuning in and watching the lives. And I hope that you have been gaining some great information, or just been enjoying watching me and Nathan in the mornings. If you're chiming in, if you're tuning in, go ahead and leave me your name in the comments, or let me know that you're here. Tell me hey. All right, because I'd love to hear from you and see who's watching. But yes, so today I want to talk about private colleges and universities because they're pretty attractive when it comes to what they offer, the different programs that they have, the big scholarships that they give out, the mini scholarships that they give out, also how they're able to accept you right on the spot. I attended a private university, Campbell University. Had a great experience. Hey, Miriam. Yes, fellow Campbell Camel. Yes. So, so I am familiar with the private school experience. I, looking back, and after graduating financially, I wish I had probably, gone somewhere else much cheaper, but I had a great experience. Even met my husband there. Hello, mother. I see you watching, Miss Regina Blackman. Thank you for tuning in. And looking back on that experience, like I said, I wish maybe I had gone somewhere different, but at the same token, I don't. Just for financial reasons, I would say I would have done things a little differently if I had known better. Because Campbell is expensive. It's even more expensive now, but nonetheless, like I said, they've built up. They have a great reputation. It's a great school, and I just want people to know. And part of the reason why I became a school counselor is to let people know to do the research when it comes to applying to colleges and choosing a college, because it just don't have to cost that much. Or if you're going to go to a school that's kind of costly, know how to get the scholarships, know what to do, excuse me, to get the scholarship. Set yourself up while in high school if that is the route you're going. So like even the Duke universities, the Wake Forests, the Johnson and Wales, Shaw, St. Augustine's, all of those private and independent colleges, what they yeah, independent universities and colleges, they cost. And so today I posted about some of those schools that they're pretty costly. So think about, I'm gonna say back when I went to Campbell, it may have been like 34,000 a year. Now to a high school 16, 17-year old, that probably seems like a lot, but it also probably is not something that they're really thinking about when they're applying to colleges. Their parents may be thinking about it, or they actually may not. They just may be thinking, oh, yeah, that's a good school. Oh, yeah, I want my baby to go there. But not really thinking about how much that is over time. These days, I think Campbell is running about 54,000, if I'm correct. But some cost way more, some cost slightly less. But needless to say, even if they are at 30,000 a year times four, what's that? 120,000 for a degree. And you have to be mindful of the degree that your kid is going for, because some of these you can get at the public school for way less. And so what gets me is that it would seem slightly easier to get into some of the private schools, but at the end of the day, it just may cost more. Now, don't get me wrong. What I like about the private universities and colleges is that they do give out big scholarships, and if done correctly, the student can end up paying less than they may would have at a public university. It just depends. And so everybody's situation is different, and so you have to really compare those financial aid packets when you get them. And so that's what I try to tell my students: really look at what the costs are. Look at what you're going to study. Look at the amount of aid you're getting before student loans, because the student loans will make you feel like oh, you got it covered. But you have to think about the aftermath. You got to pay that money back. And so you want to be mindful. You just got to do the research. That's the plainest way I can put it. You got to do the research. You got to compare, do what they call it, a cost analysis. You got to look at your return on investment. I've been learning from Sheila Hill and different folks about the ROI, the return on investment, because you're putting a lot of money in, but are you getting a lot out in the end? And so I just think about different majors or people that I have come across or former students where they have gone to some of these schools and have gotten the degree, and even this happens to the public school too, they gotten the degree, but then they can't do nothing with it because it's too broad or it's not something really not in need in the area that they live in. So for example, I can just talk about myself. I went to school for radio, TV, broadcasting. Now, don't get me wrong. I loved that program. It was great. I still aspire to be on the radio one day. I don't know if I necessarily have the voice for it, but here I am on live. So maybe it's coming out some kind of way. But that's what I went to school for. And at that time, Bowie's Creek's not the market for radio and television. So, yeah, probably should have done a little bit more research there or, chosen it a little differently. But nonetheless, like I said, it was a great experience, learned a lot, and I don't take that from anybody. College is a great time. You learn a lot, you grow up a bit. Um, you make friends, and I mean it's just a great experience all around. So I would recommend anybody going to school just for the experience alone. But thank you, Mom, for I thank you. Think I have the voice. Thank you. But yes, so college is a great experience. I know people say it's not for everybody, but I have learned to say that a 4-year college is not for everybody. It may be that you need to go to a community college or a trade program where maybe what you need only takes a year to get, or maybe it just takes a few months to earn a certification or to get, just to get some type of certificate or something. So I would say when people say, "Oh, college ain't for everybody. I ain't going." No, a 4-year college is not for everybody. So when you hear somebody say that, tell them, no, that's not true. That is not the case. But do the research because you don't want to end college and have a lot of bills left. If you have to take out student loans, research the student loans. Figure out which ones are the best. But nonetheless, if you're catching this on the replay, hit that chat replay in the comments. I'm about to get choked, so I'm going to have to go. But nonetheless, research, 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 make good choices, and be informed. Hey, Pastor Wasser, thank you for tuning in. But I'm going to have to get off the live because I'm about to choke. Because I've been sick all week. And every time I get to talking too long, I get that little tickle in my throat. So, y'all have a good day. Maybe I'll come back on later and do a part 2. All right. Bye-bye. Hey, Aunt Judy.